drive your truck. Leave that radio playing, same old country station where you left it.
We've been following the case of Blaine Padgett after he was found dead back in March.
The former Rice football player from Katy has been arrested and charged for causing the death of another player.
Officials say Padgett died due to toxic effects of carfentanil, which is an extremely powerful and deadly opioid.
Man, I'm trying to be tough.
I tell people the best day of my life was the day my son was born. He was the first kid, and the worst day of my life is when he left. He was really special, not just to his immediate family, but to extended family and friends. He was just that guy, bigger than life.
I wish I could go back and keep him from taking that pill. We had no idea this was even out there, you know, and Blaine was a normal 21-year-old. And so much ahead of him. He dreamed of going pro. From what the coaches said, there was a possibility that he could have. Not to mention getting married and having children, and you know, just being Blaine. He was very, always very loving.
Fentanyl is taking the opioid epidemic to a new level.
More potent than heroin.
Another drug is surging.
Fentanyl, so potent you could die with the syringe still in your arm.
Carfentanil, an opioid used as an elephant tranquilizer, is a growing cause of overdoses in the United States. This photo compares a potentially lethal dose of all three drugs, showing that it could take just a few grains of carfentanil to kill someone.
If you just look at national statistics, I mean, we're looking at about 42,000 opioid-related overdoses every year. The University of Pittsburgh Public Health Department states that's understated and believes it's a little closer to about 70,000. Now, if you focus in on the Houston area, since 2013, we've seen a 135% increase in opioid-related deaths for the Harris County area. So if you break that down even further, you can take a look at heroin. We've seen about a 380% increase in opioid-related deaths related to heroin. And then if you break it down into fentanyl, we're looking at about 690% increase in fatal overdoses due to fentanyl.
When I talk with groups, I try to help people understand, unless you get your pharmaceutical pill from the pharmacist and you see a licensed pharmacist put it in that bottle, put it in the little baggie, staple it up and hand it to you at the pharmacy, you have no idea what's in a pill. You're gonna buy something that looks like what you expect. It looks like an Oxy, it looks like a Xannibar, it looks like a Norco. But the people manufacturing that are, again, what I try and get people to picture is if you picture, you know, big old fat guy in short shorts. You know, he doesn't care about anything but the money he's gonna make. He's there in his garage with a pill press and he buys some what he thinks is fentanyl on the internet, gets it through the mail from China, dumps that into a bucket, mixes it up with some binders, runs it through his pill press. He's not cleaning anything. He's probably there clipping his toenails while he's doing this. That's what you're getting. Looks like the real pill, but it's got bug parts and who knows what in it.
If you can get to the dealers, I think it will solve a lot of the problems and stop the supplies from coming in. I think that's the key, and that's when I speak to narcotics, that's what they're doing. That's what they're really trying to do.
By identifying the dope dealers, the ones that are the most dangerous, selling the most potent substances, if we can identify those folks, we can target them and we can charge them and we can protect some of those folks that they're preying on.
There's an entirely different story for those north central states and definitely the northeast that's been dealing with this for several years. But we have not gotten to that point, but you can see we're on a steady, rapid incline. And unfortunately, I think to some extent it is going to come this direction. I just hope we can curtail it.
Opioids are indiscriminate. It cuts across all economic barriers, class barriers, racial barriers. It's anybody is vulnerable to this. I can almost guarantee any group I talk with, if they don't know somebody who has frankly overdosed, they certainly know somebody who is struggling with an opioid addiction. They may not know it, but they know somebody. This is a pervasive thing, and it hits everybody. So everybody is vulnerable to these things that you have no idea what you just put in your mouth.
And I think right now, if we're very proactive in going the offensive against these peddlers that are, basically peddling poison, and we make some statements early on with some high-profile cases, that maybe it could slow down that influx, and save lives.
I drive your truck. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I drive your truck.